2001 Jeep Cherokee, they replaced a computer, put a new computer, programmed it, cam sensor, crank sensor, computer, coil pack. All right, what I believe is going on here, all the other mechanics that she's taken it to, they've been telling her that she probably needs a timing chain. That's usually what mechanics will say when they really don't know the problem. All right, guys, we're trying to get it set up. We're trying to get it set up right now. I got one lead on there for the cam. I'm gonna crank, I'm gonna tap into it from underneath the driver door. So I'm looking for, on the cam sensor, we're gonna go a tan and a yellow. It's gonna be the signal wire. Tan and yellow. There's a tan and yellow right there. There's a tan and yellow. Right there somewhere. Be my first waveform job, so hopefully it's successful and we're able to find the problem. This is my hope. On DC, it's on auto. I don't want it on auto. I want it on 5 volts. So 5 volts on that one too. And what else? Let's just check it out right now as it is. I have it set on 5 volts. I don't know the terminology yet, guys, but I'll get it. I've watched like 6 hours of videos last night. So let's just see if I learned anything or not. Let's do it. Okay. All right, I wanted to see what I did, if I did anything at all. Did I stop it? Stop it. And I can't go back. So I missed it. So it should be on single. It should be on single. One of these settings say put it on single. Oh, on the trigger. I don't have a trigger set. Right there. Crankshaft sensor problem. One, two, three, four, and then an open space right there, guys. I see that a lot, so let's see if we can play it again. Let's see if we can capture it again. It does it all the time, so I'm sure we shouldn't have any problem finding it again. There it is again. Spike. Let's let this thing rest for a second, and when I come back out, I should have a long crank time, and we can look at it when that happens. That would be kind of cool. Let's do that. All right, let's try it. It's been sitting for 5 minutes. Keys on. Yeah, it like misses. Did you guys see that? There was only like 2 humps. There was only like 2 humps on that. We're holding about the same voltage on the peaks, and we're zeroing out, so we got good grounds, and we're peaking around 5 volts. All right, something else that I'm kind of seeing repetitive. One thing, and also another thing that I'm also seeing is here's the cam on the bottom, the green trays, but the crank kind of does some crazy stuff in the middle on its ground side all the way across. I see that. You know, you guys let me know. cam looks pretty normal. It kind of does a little crazy stuff too, but it's not as bad as the crank. I'm gonna pull the crank up a little bit. I'm gonna put it right there on the line. Okay. That is crazy right there. It's like it sees another window or something. Okay, man. Yeah, so spike, 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 window, 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 back down, sees another window or something. Bad crank sensor. All right, guys, let me know what you think. I'm gonna go ahead and wish I could back it up a little bit. All right, guys, I'm changing the crank sensor. At this point, I don't believe it's a wiring issue. I believe it's a crank sensor problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pop in another crank sensor. I'm going to make sure that it's adjusted correctly, and I'll reinstall, and we'll go ahead and get this job done. Hopefully we'll do some more scope readings after that. All right, guys, let's get it done. I was good at it a little while ago. Oh, there it is. All right, there's the initial crank right there. Spike, 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 down, little freaking out, spike, long spike right there. So that's actually the initial one. Let's try that one more time. I'm changing the crank sensor, guys. You guys let me know what you think, of course, but yeah, of course, because I don't know what I'm doing. All right. All right, got it again. There's the initial crank once again. Okay, you guys agree that it's a crank sensor? All right, guys, we are back. As you see right here, I just put me up a building. I was supposed to be moved by now, but I'm having a hard time finding some land in Jackson, so I went ahead and I ordered this like 3 months ago. So I finally got it installed today. I got the Jeep underneath here. Thank God, because that sun is hot in Mississippi, y'all. Okay, so what I got going on here, I'm getting ready to change out the crank sensor. It is a brand new crank sensor back there, but I do have a code for intake air temperature, and there is another problem. There's wiring problems all is terrible on this vehicle. So and there's why we have a low system voltage or low sensor voltage. So I'm going to open that up. I'm going to fix that up for her too. We're going to get down there and look at that crank sensor. Okay, we went ahead and opened it up a little bit so you guys can see bare wire. Bare wires frayed up. It's frayed right there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and crank it up and let's see if that code goes away. I don't want to get it too hot because I got to get back there. So let's crank it up. This is what we got. Okay, another code is gonna disappear in a second. All right, guys, normally I cranked this thing up like 10 times and the check engine light did not come back on again, which is strange. The only thing I did was mess with that idle air. The intake temperatures. Starting up every time, check engine light's not coming back on again. There it is right there. That's our last code we got to deal with. So I got another crank sensor on the way. It is not one of those ones you can adjust. It's just a 2-bolt crank sensor on this one. I don't know, man. I'm gonna change it out. All right. Engine noise. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clear these codes out of here. I gotta shut off the vehicle on the Jeep. Keep the key in the on position. Otherwise, it'll say, turn off the engine. Let's go back in there and read them again. No TDCs. All right, let's get on the maxi scope. Go ahead and connect it. I have my leads already connected. New crank sensor is installed. It looks better. You remember on the previous one where they were real freaking wide, that last one? I just got a weird little spike going on right now that I didn't have before, but the check engine light's not on yet. Yet is the operative word. Yeah, it's definitely better, right guys? All right, I'm gonna be calling this a fix for a bad crank sensor. As long as that check engine light doesn't come back on in the next 10 minutes. I'm gonna cycle it like 10 times. Yeah, and that's it guys. That was my first scope diagnostic right there. And yeah, I guess it works. So thanks guys for the education again, Scanner Danner, and all you other guys out there. That's a wrap. All right guys, this is what I got right now. It looks better than the original, but I got a little something going on right there. Let me freeze it. That one actually looks pretty good compared to the last capture with the old crank sensor. So I'm good right there, but let me show you something that I don't know what it is. It's like a little spike right there. That spike right there. But you know, it's a lot better than it was. So let me get you right here. You notice we're not getting that really thick one anymore. Yeah, that's gone. I got some extra noise or something over there, but it's running better too, truth be told. See that right there? I don't know exactly what that is, but it's like a little line going up, coming back down. But you notice it's not freaking 3 inches wide any longer. Some RPM. RPMs on it. Yeah, I gotta say it looks a lot better. Crank sensor was fixed. Check engine light still's not on. It's been running for 20 minutes. You shut it off. Good. No check engine light. Try it again. All right, good. That may be a fix. But I wish I'm gonna do some more research and see if I figure out how to clean this up. And all that noise on the bottom, I don't know why I'm getting all that. Comment below if you know. I'm noticing, man, there are just bare wires everywhere on this vehicle. I went down here and I don't know, but there's some more bare wires on that 5-volt reference going to the speed sensor too. We also got bare wires on the transmission. That is that 5-volt. I think that is the 5-volt on the speed sensor itself. You see all that, guys? And that was actually close to the metal or touching the metal, who knows. I pulled it after the fact. So I'm gonna repair that wire. Looks like someone's already been trying to repair it. So yeah, let me do that too. So yeah, more wires. There's just bad wires everywhere on this. But as long as that damn check engine light doesn't come back on again for a crank sensor, I'm good. All right, guys, let's get to the next one. Okay, we just put the new crank sensor in there. You guys saw it. This is how the vehicle is running now. If you notice, it's not surging anymore like it used to. Remember that? So it's running nice and even. Check engine light's still not on. I crunk it up like 10, 15 times already. Looks like we took out all the check engine lights. The transmission engine light, the air intake engine light, the crankshaft, and whatever other ones we had on there. We had a lot of them. I wanted to go ahead and document the codes that were there when I first got the vehicle in my possession. We got a transmission code P0700. No CCD from TCM to PCM, another transmission code. You guys see it. I don't have to read them all. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 codes. Some of them are duplicates. Okay. Transmission, those wires, remember? Possibly. Or that harness connector that I repaired on that previous video. Alright, and there's the intake. Intake air temperature, high and low. And the inner... like 10 of them on there. So far it's running good. Yeah, I'm happy with it. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put away my new tool. I'm feeling like a master mechanic today. Not really. All right, here's my kit. I'm using my Mako box for my for the Maxi Pro. They didn't come with the case. 340 bucks. You got whatever these things are. I don't know what they are yet. Comment below. I got this. Looks like some injector. I don't know what that is either. Comment below if you know. We're looking at secondary ignition right there, I believe. some more leads, lead with a negative and a positive, alligator clip, and another lead, and we got some pins. All right, and that's about it. And of course, the scope. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put that stuff away. I'll call the customer up so she can come and get this vehicle. Yeah, I just put this new, this is today. I just put this, had this built today for me because I need to get out of that sun from time to time. You guys understand it's important to stay out of the sun as much as you can. So yeah, I went ahead and bit the bullet and got that. I actually supposed to be moving out to the country somewhere, and I ordered this like 3 months ago. But I'm still not gone out of this place, so I just had them build it, you know, give me some shade like now because it's like 90 degrees. So I had this built, and yeah, that's pretty cool though. I love it. So anyways, let's get down the road. I'm tired, I'm hot. I got one more to do, a diagnostic. It's a no crank. It's a crank but no start. Maybe I'll put that on the end of the video, I don't know. But in the meantime, let me clean up. Yeah, let me clean up, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace. All right, guys, I want you to tune in to the motor. Just tune in. Yeah, it runs that good right now. It runs that good right now. Got those wires that were touching the air intake, got those fixed up. That probably had something to do with it, and the crank sensor. Yeah, it runs freaking great, y'all. No check engine lights. It's been an hour. It's been an hour. Shut it off. All right, let's start it up again. Oh. There we go with that bullshit. Right where I'm videoing. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. We still might have a problem. Now look at it. Houston, we have a problem. All right, guys, I'm out here right now. It's nighttime right now. I had that thing running. It was running great. And all of a sudden it started spitting like it was injecting out of time, and you know, another brand new crank sensor. I put the old one back in there because it still ran the vehicle. It still could start the vehicle. Put it in there, it's running shitty again. I just got back from Pearl, Mississippi to get another crank sensor from O'Reilly's. No, it didn't start the vehicle either. So I'm gonna go to the dealership tomorrow, and we're gonna buy another crank sensor, and then it should be done. 100% sure. So anyways, that's the end of that one, unless something happens tomorrow and it doesn't start. It should start because I swapped it out like 4 times, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna fix the problem. Anyways, yeah, that's my other crank sensor. So I'm gonna bring that back and get me one from the dealership tomorrow. All right, guys, that's it. Hayes Mobile Auto Repair, Jackson, Mississippi. Peace. Peace.